What is up, guys? Welcome back for our top 10 anime that we watched in 2018 list, or lists rather, because we're both doing individual lists. You guys have been waiting for this this video for a week. If you haven't and you didn't catch the last video where we did our own anime awards, definitely go and check that out.
Yep.
Last video on the channel. And we're going to hop right into it. We're going to try to get through these top 10s as quickly as possible. We talked probably about a lot of the anime that are referenced in this list on the last video, so we're not going to go too in-depth on everything.
There's a few that we didn't talk about.
Absolutely. So I'm
we'll
going to let...
we'll see where they rank. Oh, you want me to start?
Yeah, I'm going to let Jake kick us off.
So, first of all, I think we should do our honorable mentions.
No, I think that should be right before our number one. Yeah.
Okay.
Watch Mojo style.
You're fired. That's our gift for 2018.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 10 is going to set us up.
All right.
Konosuba.
Konosuba is your number 10.
Number 10.
Okay.
So there's a lot of good stuff coming.
Damn,
our way.
okay. All right.
Konosuba, absolutely hilarious. Great
Yeah.
isekai, fantasy, all that good jazz.
Yeah.
Kazuma, Aqua, Darkness, and Megumi.
Yeah.
I still remember them, so they are memorable.
Yeah, of course.
But
they got easy to remember names, too.
Yeah, we watched this pretty early in the year,
Yep.
and it's retained like its legacy in my mind as something that's just hilarious to watch.
Yeah, I literally watched it at the very beginning of the year.
Yeah, I think I
Right
watched it in
after
like
New Year's.
February.
I watched it like on January 2nd. So
Oh, wow.
It was literally perfect.
I love Konosuba. I think it's a great. I want a new season
Yeah.
ASAP.
Yeah. So,
But,
so are we doing the whole where it is on my list?
no, we can wait.
Okay. So, yeah, Konosuba's fantastic. We'll talk about it more later. My number 10 is the Monogatari series.
Okay.
So I was kind of blown away by this anime. I didn't expect it to be what it was. It's literally called Story Series, and it does a really good job of like taking Japanese culture and sort of infusing it into a really cool supernatural setting. I don't know how much you loved it, or how much you liked it, but I really, really appreciated it. I loved all the characters. I didn't like the harem element. That was the one thing that I didn't really like, but I loved the vampire element. I loved all the animals. I think it's really
I like
cool.
that part as well.
Yeah, I love how there's Nekokuro and Nekoshiro for Hanekawa. She's got the fucking tiger and the cat, which is really cool. It's hard to explain the anime. I think you really need to watch it. And Owari Monogatari was really cool. The little twist at the end of season 2 was really cool as well. And I'm looking forward to this final season that we're still waiting on.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna air very soon, or it's planned to air very soon. So hopefully they get around to it. I'm sure they will. Shaft's on the job.
You definitely prefer Monogatari a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
I think Monogatari is a bit pretentious.
How so?
But I think it's meant to be that way.
Okay.
Like it tries to act like it's something bigger than it actually is.
Yeah,
And
okay,
it does get annoying and like it's boring at times.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to keep my attention span for like multiple episodes on. So
yeah.
it's
Not to
hard-
mention it's only subbed and you have to read everything.
Yeah.
And it's really fast.
You have to binge it a lot. Well,
Yeah.
you can't binge it because it's a lot of reading. So
Yeah.
it's like reading an entire book
Yeah.
in a sitting, and that's not the most enjoyable experience. I do enjoy the characters. I don't like the main character at all, though.
Yeah.
I find him really annoying and hard to distinguish where he fits.
Yeah.
In the
I'm
story.
sorry we're getting not putting Senjugahara as my best girl on the last list, but
I'm personally prefer Nadeko or whatever her name is.
Nadeko?
Sengoku.
yeah.
But Monogatari's good. It's not on my list, so
Yeah.
we can go to my number 9.
Yes.
Which is Kaiji, Ultimate Survivor.
Yep.
Don't you dare roll your eyes. It's something you need to watch
All right.
ASAP.
Okay.
It's absolutely fantastic. Kaiji, it gets a bit slow at the end,
Okay.
but great animation for its time. It's like 2007.
Yeah.
And it's like really nice. So it's hard to find like good quality video of it, but from you watching it, like the gambling is so good. Like the games they make up and like the techniques he uses are super awesome.
Yeah.
Kaiji as a character is super great because he's not someone that's like a beautiful character, so it's more relatable to like a regular person. And like it talks about, because he's pretty much a NEET, so someone who doesn't work or has a job, like and this is like set in the 90s, so it's like a modern day problem, like a contemporary problem for that time.
Okay.
For Japanese people.
Yeah.
So that's really cool because he represents that entire sanction. And I think Kaiji is super good, and you need to watch it, Jordan.
Okay.
Like, I highly recommend
it.
it.
Okay, I'll get on it. Don't worry.
Because I don't think you've ever watched Gambling, right?
No.
They're fun. They're really fun.
Okay, cool.
Because you don't have to gamble anything yourself.
Yeah, that's true. All right, moving on to my number 9. I have the Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya.
Okay.
The film specifically. I didn't want to put the full series on, but I think that the film was high enough for me in my mind that it deserved to be on the list. Obviously, you can group the entire series in there because it's a follow-up to season 2, of course. But I feel that the film was just so strong on its own, and for a film to make a series worth watching is unheard of. It's very, very unlikely to ever happen again. But it's definitely this is one of those cases, and if you guys haven't seen that video, go and see it. We talk about the thumbnail says God is gone. Beautiful thumbnail from Jake, and it really is a fantastic movie, and I feel like I'm gonna be rewatching it a few times.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why I had to.
I feel like it'd be a very good movie to watch during the winter.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say right now.
Okay.
But we'll get back to it.
All right. Cool.
But what are we at? Number 8.
Yeah.
Is Fate Collide.
Oh God. Okay.
One of the first anime I watched this year.
Yeah.
As we've discussed several times, we preferred over the regular Fate series.
Yeah.
And it's great comedy, great action, like
it's incredible,
fantastic action.
Yeah.
It's just like a nice story with like more memorable characters than I find for like the original cast.
Yeah, I think
like,
so.
These characters I actually care about, and I enjoy watching them grow.
Like obviously the main 3 girls, and you have Bazette and Luvia and fucking Reen.
Yeah, and then I just love Shiro and like how they always everyone wants him, but like he's super oblivious, and the mom just tortures him all the time. Like there's so many good jokes in it, and I think the animation's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's just the music's good. It's just a very solid series, and I want that to continue like up there with like Konosuba and a bunch of other animes I really enjoy.
For sure. I can't wait for the next season. We've already talked about that, so we'll see when that happens. Moving on to my number 8. It's funny you put Fake Collide at your number 8. I have Madoka Magica at number 8. I wasn't originally on the list because I had skimmed over it and I didn't see it. It didn't catch my eye, but I remembered how good Madoka was, and I said this in the video we did about Madoka, but this series kind of this anime embodies and captures a lot of concepts and takes a lot of inspiration from a lot of other anime that I really like Code Geass, Steins Gate, and like a lot of similar things going on. And I just really love the somber tone, how dark it was. And it was just it wasn't what I was expecting at all. It was one of the biggest shocks for me of the year was Madoka, and I want more Madoka. Honestly, I still got to check out the films. I haven't gotten around to it, but will do so. Same. Well, the third one mainly. Yeah. But yes,
if I want to rewatch the series, I'm just gonna watch the films.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to see how they turn out. Madoka is an honorable mention of mine.
Okay.
It's probably number 11. Yeah. To be quite honest. I love it. It was really good, but it just didn't make... Konosuba was just a little bit better.
Okay.
But Madoka has all that great stuff you were talking about. Yeah. Really enjoyed. Couldn't recommend it enough.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's move on to your number 7.
So my first film.
Okay.
One Piece.
What?
Baron Amasuri and the Secret Island.
Okay, you put that up on Instagram the other day.
Yep. No.
Was it not that one?
No, I put the Chopper one.
Oh, okay.
Where it's a retelling of Chopper's story. But this is the best One Piece movie by far.
Okay.
Has a super dark tone for One Piece.
Did you say it was unlike any of the other...
Yeah, it has a super dark tone. The animation's very bizarre. I think it's by the people who do Summer Wars and Digimon.
Okay, so Madhouse.
Movie. I think so.
Okay.
But it might just be the director. I don't think it's Madhouse.
Okay.
I have to check that out. But super dark story. They keep what... It's like the Davy back fight again.
Okay.
So they're like fighting against another crew, pretty kind of.
Okay.
But like the story behind like this other crew is super dark.
Okay.
And it's nothing like anything else in One Piece.
Is the OST different?
I think it's the same. I can't remember.
Okay.
But it's just it feels like a bizarro One Piece like entity.
Like
but,
Twilight Zone One Piece. Okay.
but I love the darker tone to this movie. I think it's real. I wish One Piece got like this dark.
Okay, cool. I'll have to check it out. I haven't seen almost any One Piece films. I think I only watched Gold.
I highly recommend this movie for any One Piece fans.
Yeah. All right. Well, my number 7 is the A Certain series, which I brought up quite a few times in our last video. I went into watching A Certain Magical Index thinking that there was a lot of comedy involved because I had seen like some comedic clips, some funny clips from the show itself in other YouTube videos, and I was like, okay, let me check this out because this looks kind of funny, and I thought it would be comedy. But it's a lot more serious than that, and it's a really cool setting, a really cool world. The main character itself is the city that they live in, so that in itself is really cool. It's when it's tough to identify a main character, and like kind of everything. Giga put it interestingly. It's kind of the Marvel universe of the anime world. And once you watch it, you'll understand what that means. Yeah. It's because you get a lot of different perspectives, and there are a lot of different things going on in the series at the same time. Sort of like Durarara meets sci-fi. Okay. And it's sci-fi and magic, which Durarara already kind of is, but to an even greater extent. Okay. And what I really like about the A Certain series is how well they use science to explain everything that's going on. Once again, you'll see when you watch, but there are espers and they have abilities, but their abilities make sense. Everything makes sense. It's perfectly, everything is so well explained. It's like to an even greater level than Steins Gate, the way that I felt that the time travel in Steins Gate was explained. It's done even better. So I really highly recommend this series for anybody like getting into anime seriously, just to check out A Certain Magical Index Season 1 and Season 2, and A Certain Scientific Railgun Season 1 and Season 2 after, and then jump into Season 3 of A Certain Magical Index, which is currently airing. Okay. So that's the order that I would watch it in. It's just super fun.
How many episodes is this? Is it like 100?
Each season
like
is 24.
Yeah,
so it's 24, 24, and the one that's airing right now is 24 as well. Okay. So you're over 100, obviously. You're looking into like 120. I think it's exactly 120 over the 5 seasons, but that's still only like half a fairy tale, right?
Yeah.
So that's
1/8 of One Piece.
I think it's definitely worth it. When I can say that the spin-off is better than the original, like it's because the spin-off is basically a different perspective on the original. It's kind of like what they did with Danmachi with the with eyes. Yeah. It's the same thing, but it's done even better. So yeah, definitely a great series, and I can't praise it enough.
I'll get to it one day.
Yeah.
So
your number
6.
6, yeah.
So it is The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya.
The film, okay.
The film.
Yeah.
It's much better than the actual series.
Yes.
But we've already discussed this film so much.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. It's beautifully animated. The story is wonderful. Kyon at his best.
Yeah.
Haruhi looks great with long hair.
Yep.
I absolutely love that.
Love that you used that for the thumbnail.
Yeah, I planned it.
Yeah.
It's just an overall fantastic film that everyone should watch if they love anime.
Yep.
And it's...
Well, you have to watch the first 2 seasons, but
do.
it's like we said, it's totally worth it.
It's I see it as such a Christmas movie.
Like, yeah, I do too.
It really is. I'm gonna put it on my Christmas movies to watch.
For anybody that hasn't watched it, you probably don't understand what the hell we're talking about
Yeah.
and why a Christmas movie would be good. But once you watch it, you will understand.
Yeah,
it's just the setting is just like so good.
It's going on the Christmas movie list along with A Wonderful Life and Home Alone and Die Hard.
Yeah, and Frozen and all of those. But yeah, no, we love this movie, so definitely go and check it out. My number 6. Yeah, my number 6. Is a Place Further Than the Universe. Okay. So you had mentioned that you love this anime. I checked it out recently, like I said in the last video 3 weeks ago, and it had to make the list for me because it was honestly one of the strongest anime that I've watched all season. Buddy of ours, Colton, who told us, I wish I had watched this while I was in high school. I was like, yeah, I agree. Yeah. I wish that I had watched this while I was in high school because I would have probably been doing something completely different with my life. Not that I don't like where I am now, but like I think I would have done something extraordinary at least once, which I don't feel like I've done. And seeing these girls do it was something else. It really is fantastic. Such a good anime.
I'll get to it later.
Okay, perfect. So
we're at 5.
yeah.
So the big boy.
Yeah.
Food Wars.
Okay.
Only 5, but
Yeah.
wonderful series. My favorite like big series, probably like that of ongoing.
Yeah.
And like the newest thing I discovered. Like Food Wars is so up there.
Yeah.
Fantastic main character. Like
Yeah.
love that guy. The main cast wonderful. Side
Yes.
cast even better. Like
Yeah. So good.
the music's fantastic. The animation's fantastic. It's just I love how they took shonen tropes
Yeah.
and just made it into food. It's just
It's beautiful.
and it
So
works
well done.
so well.
Yeah.
And I think Food Wars is just a masterpiece of
Yeah.
anime.
I'm
and
glad I told you to watch it.
I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. It's something you just binge like crazy.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah. For real, you can't stop.
like most shonen, you're just like, this is amazing.
yeah.
Like,
I don't know how they hooked me so hard. Honestly.
I know
So good.
how they'll go into food and like discuss it. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
I'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Moving into my number 5, you probably don't see this one coming from me because I haven't talked about it much, but Your Lie in April.
Okay.
I watched it while I was on vacation, actually, while I was in Mexico. On the plane ride there, I started it, and then I finished it off in my hotel room, and around my birthday, so back, like I said, back in September, and the thing with Your Lie in April, and the reason that it's this high up for me is because I knew the ending going into it. I knew how the series was going to end, and despite that, I still loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I still appreciated it for everything that it was. I really like the main character. I don't like how much it was played on that he has like this mental
Yeah.
problem with being able to play the piano. Kaori is probably one of my favorite characters of the year. If I had to pick like a top 5 girls, she'd probably be in there. She's just really a fantastic character.
I like the other girl more.
Really?
Yep.
I prefer Kaori. I just love how she's taking advantage of what she's got left of her life, and she's doing what she wants to do. You know, people have watched Your Lie in April. Don't worry. Don't give me those eye rolls. You can't see what he's doing, but he's giving me eye rolls.
Spoiler alert.
Everybody knows there's spoilers in our videos. We're good. But anyway, I really liked watching a music anime, honestly. Because I hadn't yet. I hadn't really watched anything super dedicated to music other than K-On!, right?
Yeah.
And even that I wouldn't consider. It's more like moe slice of life than music. But like Your Lie in April really focuses hard on music. So yeah, I just had to put it up here. It's really, really emotional. It's a hell of a ride, and I recommend it to anybody.
I watched it like, I don't know if it was a year or 2 ago.
Yeah, you watched it a long time ago.
I wasn't really into anime as much as I am now, so I probably I didn't appreciate it as much as I probably would now.
Yeah.
So I'd like to go back and rewatch it.
It's fantastic. The visuals
I
are
remember
so good.
a lot of like the summer episodes were like playing with fireworks and stuff. That's something I really enjoyed watching like visually.
Yeah.
And like the last piano song is absolutely beautiful.
It is.
It's incredible.
It's really good. Yeah.
I remember that.
So yeah, that's my number 5. You're moving into your number 4, right?
4 is the Shonen Hunter.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter is another subversion, close like Madoka, about the shonen, and it's more seinen than shonen. I find.
I would say, yeah.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter deals with more like violent imagery, and it still has this fun, natured aspects to it.
Yeah.
But it's very different. My biggest problem with Hunter x Hunter is the character designs. I find them incredibly bland.
Yeah.
They're so boring.
Yeah.
But the characters themselves
are really good.
Are really well done and very interesting.
Yeah.
So he makes up with it by that. But I recommend Hunter x Hunter to anyone who loves shonen. Yeah. And it's beautiful.
Gon, Killua, and Kurapika are 3 of the strongest characters that I've
Ryokyo.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know,
he has the best moment.
Yeah, but he does. When he punches his dad, right? But the other 3 get a lot more development, and especially like Kurapika's arc is so sick.
It is.
Like I really, that's like top 2 arcs for me. I would say.
It's up there.
Yeah, I would put it above Chimera Ant. For me, I put it
definitely
above.
100%.
Yeah.
Chimera Ant's not my favorite.
No.
I love Greed Island a lot too.
Yeah, same. So yeah, no, I probably should have considered putting it on the list, maybe over Monogatari, but I kind of had to mention Monogatari because I don't know, it did something to me.
Okay.
But Hunter x Hunter definitely gets an honorable mention from me.
Yeah.
I didn't have it on my original honorable mentions list mainly because I didn't realize that I had watched it in 2018. I thought it was 2017. Another one that I had skimmed over, but it definitely goes in honorable mentions for sure. So moving on to my number 4, we have ReZero.
Nice.
Yeah, ReZero kind of made me believe in isekai again, because I didn't consider Konosuba doing that because it hardly is a play on that. It's more comedy.
Yeah.
But after having watched Sword Art Online, I was just like, never again. I don't want to deal with otherworld stuff.
Yeah.
But ReZero changed that for me.
Yeah, it started your new life in another world.
Yeah. I don't think I ever told you this, but I accidentally watched episode 2 before episode 1.
Oh god.
So I was like, what is going on? And then I watched episode 1 and I was like, okay, everything makes sense now. But yeah, it's the progression of the story is just so solid.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing inherently wrong with it. I wish there was more.
Yeah, that's my biggest complaint.
That is my biggest complaint about the series. Like,
Yeah.
I think I give it a 10. I gave it a 10, 100%.
I give it a 9. I think you gave it a 9 too, actually.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because you were like, I don't give series that are not finished.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. I think it would be a 10 if it did have a real conclusion. I don't know if you want to consider that a conclusion.
It's not. It's not even close.
Because it was kind of like a concluding line at the final.
It's not even no. There's gonna be a second season for sure.
I would hope so.
I think it sells well.
They are 2 seasons on their own. I think they're considered 2 seasons.
No, it's 1 on Mal.
Okay, well, it's 1 on Mal. I think Funimation is considering it 2.
Oh well.
But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Funimation.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's just great characters overall. Like I love Amelia. Despite our whole Amelia Rem war, I really do love Amelia. Puck, Subaru is incredible. Rem's really great, and then every side character, Julius, like every side character is just really good. As well, and this, like I said, the story progresses really, really solidly, and I need to see more.
Yeah.
So,
ReZero is another honorable mention.
Yeah,
it did not make my list. I think it's really well done.
Yeah,
it's fun to watch, but there was no there was emotional impact, but I just feel like the story was a little bland. Like it's not
okay.
Like it's nothing like that unique. Like I still felt like, well, it is unique, but not like super unique.
Yeah, I get what you mean because it uses like
it's still fantasy.
Yeah,
it's still
it's common fantasy.
I feel like I've saw most of this stuff before.
Yes,
but at the same time, I feel like it perfected it.
Yeah,
as well.
Maybe the setting, but the characters are very different.
But also like his power itself is very unique.
Yes,
which I love.
Is. Yeah,
and I do love this series a lot.
It
was like that or Konosuba. Like those are like 2 isekais in my mind that like I don't know which one I love more because I both want a new season for each.
Yeah.
But ReZero's absolutely great, and if you can get by bad CG, you should watch it.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait, what scene had bad CG?
Those dogs. And
yeah. Okay. All right, so let's move into your
number 3 is Code Geass.
Yeah.
Code Geass.
I'm so happy that you have this high up.
I just love Code Geass because it's so entertaining. It's not even it's not deep. Well, it is deep, but not really. Deep. But like, it's just so fun to watch Lelouch trying to become like king of the world.
Yeah.
And great side characters. Suzaku. I love.
Suzaku's really good.
I really love politics. In
anime. I don't usually. That's the thing, and the fact that this is my number 2 anime of all time, and that I loved the politics in this anime.
Are so interesting.
They're so good.
Yeah. With like Japan being taken over, and like he's trying to free them.
Yeah.
But he also has like this vendetta against his family. Mm-hmm. Lelouch is a great character. I really enjoy him, and I love how weak he is, like physically.
Yeah.
But like he has a great mind,
Yeah.
and Suzaku's like the opposite. Well, Saku's really smart, but like their interplay together, and their relationship's great.
Yeah.
His relationship with his sister, C2 is my waifu of the year.
Yeah, she's awesome.
anyone who loves pizza is a good person.
Yeah. And it's Pizza Hut pizza.
Yeah, it's
I don't know what Pizza Hut has done. Like they have invaded anime.
Yeah.
I've seen multiple anime with Pizza Hut in it and their logo.
I'm super excited about like the new stuff that's going to come out for.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't care if it ruins the entire story. I'm just happy to see Lelouch
I want to see Resurrection.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Super excited.
Yeah.
So I know Jordan will probably love to talk for hours about Code Geass, so you have 2 minutes.
Okay. No. Well, I'm not gonna say too much about it. Honestly, it's a superb series. Like I said, it's my number 2 anime of all time. I love all the characters, especially Table-kun. For anybody that gets that reference, come on, Table-kun.
It's been a while.
When she humps the table.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, God.
Table-kun's best
Oh,
character.
I forgot about that. I was happy I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Jeremiah.
What's her name? What's the redhead's name? Damn it.
Colin.
Yeah. Colin Stotfeld, great character as well. Suzaku's amazing. If you haven't watched the Akito, the Exiled films, they're all really good, and they do have cameos from Lelouch and Suzaku as well.
Spoilers.
Yeah, well, they're not that important, but they're cool because they're in between season 1 and season 2.
Yeah, so if anyone knows what that is,
yeah, exactly.
Very cool.
Yeah, very, very sick. I loved how season 2 started the same way season 1 did.
Yeah, but like,
and you're just like, what's going on?
A little twist.
Yeah, Andrew was the person that told me to watch the series, and he was like, I'm not into it anymore because season 2 starts exactly like season 1. And then I watched it. I was like, dude, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Like it's
the
literally
first episode
to...
changes after like 3 minutes.
Yeah, but it felt to him it felt like they were just redoing it.
Not even close.
That season 2 was like
not
a redo.
even close.
Yeah, no, not even close.
Season 2's so good.
It's incredible.
Season 1 and I love it.
Yeah.
I want to rewatch it. I really
same.
do.
I need to because I haven't seen it in like 3 years. So
I haven't seen it
2.5.
6 months, 7 months. But let's go into the next.
Yeah, so jumping from Code Geass. My number 3 is one that was on Jake's list at number 10, Konosuba.
Nice.
So this is an anime that I've rewatched about 8 times. Well, I've rewatched the first episode 8 times. I've rewatched the whole series once. So
Okay.
I've done a full rewatch of it.
Nice. I haven't done that. I only did that for 2 animes in my life.
Yeah. So I've done a full rewatch of it. It was amazing the second time. Once again, I had to get to those episodes in Aqua's city.
Yeah.
With the Axis cult. I absolutely had to because those are some of the funniest moments. And just everything about the series, every episode finds a way to make me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like it's going to get stale because you're using very repetitive character traits that seem like they would become old really quickly, but they never do. And I hope that Darkness's quirk never gets old. I hope that Megumin's explosions never get old, and they keep finding new ways
to make them fresh and new and fun.
And I think Aqua is a super underrated character.
She's useless. She's a useless
goddess.
goddess.
But I think she's a super underrated character because she's important to the story, 1, and 2, she's just as funny.
She is.
She's freaking hilarious, and people don't give her enough credit because the other 2 have like more, I would say, prominent quirks to where they're like front and center more, whereas Aqua's just like,
well, they're more like
she's a goddess.
They're more like one-hit wonders. Aqua is like more of a character who has several quirks that make her ridiculous.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Showing off her water tricks all the time.
But
Party tricks.
I think for that same reason, she doesn't get as much attention as she should, and I just feel like
who
she's.
Who are you talking to who are saying they don't like Aqua?
What do you mean? No, I just feel in general that like Megumin and Darkness get a lot more like showtime. But anyway,
I don't know. I find everyone does actually.
Yeah, it's a very balanced show. Very balanced roster.
Kazuma's the best.
Kazuma is best. Absolutely. Sorry. Yeah, I just love this show. It just makes me laugh every time I watch it, and every time I show it to somebody, I'm still there laughing alongside them.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's my number 3. Let's hear your number 2.
Number 2 is the film A Silent Voice.
That is my number 2 as well.
All right, let's do it together then.
All right. So
absolutely incredible film. We can both agree on that. Then I know what your number 1 is.
Yeah. So you guys are probably wondering why Your Name is not on this list.
We watched it in
2017. That's the issue, is that it would have probably made the list because it was a really solid film as well. But because we watched The Silent Voice a little bit later, it's able to make the list. It made the 2018 list. Silent Voice is just
emotional roller coaster
Yeah,
the
it
entire
blew
ride.
me back.
I absolutely loved it. I didn't want it to end.
Yeah.
It was really...
I was like, okay, let me go into this. I'm like happy-go-lucky. I lie down and I start watching and I'm like, what's going on? Why is this girl getting bullied?
Yeah, the bullying, him trying to redeem himself.
Yeah.
And like he does, he just really tries his hardest, and it's beautiful to watch.
Think he really
like
does, yeah.
He's a really nice guy. He turns into like such a good guy.
Yeah.
And it's just a movie that everyone should watch. Like people who don't like anime can watch this movie and appreciate it for what it is.
I really appreciated the way that the animation made the relatability come out, because
with all like the X's on the faces and stuff.
Not just that, there's a specific scene where the main character, it shows something, Shoto, whatever. Anyway, he gets home and he starts walking up the stairs, and his mom stops him at the bottom of the stairs, and she's like, "What happened today?" And he kind of like stops and he puts one foot back down on the step that he just came from. And I feel like everybody does that, where they're like, "I don't really want to talk to you right now about what just happened, and I don't want to deal with this, but I feel like I sort of have to anyway." And it's kind of like that body positioning.
Yeah.
I appreciated that a lot, and for some reason that scene specifically hit me, where he had to explain that the whole bullying thing was going on at school. So those first like 15-20 minutes of the movie, they're really
they're brutal, and the end of the movie is brutal, and like individual scenes are brutal, and just
the end of the movie isn't as brutal. It's kind of like, I'm happy this is the way that they decided to end it. And
things happen that are very
I think
brutal.
everything in between is absolutely brutal. Like when they're watching the fireworks and Shoko just leaves and she goes home and he happens to run back after her, and when he gets in the apartment he sees what she's about to do, and you're like, you like hold your breath for a second, and then he's the one that... Anyway.
Yeah, stop ruining things.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil too much, but definitely watch the movie. When you get to the hospital season. When you get to the hospital scene,
hospital arc.
The hospital scene. Get ready to cry. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's a wonderful movie, absolutely wonderful.
10 on 10.
It's 100 on 100. But there was one anime that I preferred.
Go ahead.
And Jordan already knows it because I told him this like various times throughout the year.
Yes.
Place Further Than the Universe
is your number one.
Took it. It was...
I want to hear... This is the first time that I'm getting to hear you talk about it, like, legit. I want to hear what you loved about it so much.
What I loved about it so much is that I love that the main character switches on you.
Okay.
Because it goes from... I forget their names.
Kimari to Shirase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Antarctica. That's what I call her.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I love that.
Yeah.
I love that switch. It was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, someone else really matters.
Yeah.
Like they're the
that was cool. It was like half and half.
But it was just this feeling of nostalgia. That hit me. Like I remember being in high school and like doing stupid stuff with my friends. Like the second episode where they're all running in the city.
Yeah.
That really appealed to me. Like for some reason, I was just like,
oh yeah, that scene. Yeah.
When she's like running and she's laughing, I'm like, I remember doing stupid stuff with my friends. And that really touched me. As I said in our previous video, her friend who feels jealous that she's able to like do all this stuff. It's very relatable to see like people grow from you, and you're just like, well, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah. And it's like, as an outside viewer, you could see that was coming, that she was like, that it seeed like she was super jealous, and that she was trying to keep her from going to Antarctica. And what's funny is that I have a friend who went to Australia, to New Zealand and Australia, and everybody tried to keep telling him, you're not going to do it. There's no way you're going to end up going. And I felt that same feeling. Not that it just so happens to be around the same location on the globe, but just that feeling that people are trying to weigh you down and try to keep you from doing something extraordinary because they're jealous. So I get what you mean.
But also, other stuff about it I enjoyed was... I love it when that, like, the movie star girl or little girl, when she's like, you're all best friends, you're just all going, and they're like, we barely know each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's awesome. Like, they all become friends through this journey. They're all just different misfits that just all come together. Their boat trip is, like, so romantic as they go through Antarctica, and, like, the waves are crashing into them.
The boat trip?
when they're taking the ship all the way to Antarctica.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
the waves are hitting them and they're sick. And they're
60 degrees, 50 degrees. That's great. Yeah,
they're all freaking out. And then when she finally gets to Antarctica, you feel that impact.
When she puts her foot
and
down on the ice.
You're like,
yeah.
She did it. Like, I am so proud of her.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I was more into the characters. Like, I never like felt that way to like do something fantastic with my life. Because I'm already fantastic.
All right.
So I just loved watching their story.
I did like the character. I love the characters.
I think the characters
like I
are
said,
amazing.
the passport episode is top 2 for me. I think the one where she finds the laptop is number 1.
Okay, yeah.
And the passport episode is number 2.
Mm-hmm.
I loved. Also, they're in what city is it?
Isn't it Australia?
Singapore.
Okay.
I think it's Singapore, and I looked up images of Singapore, and it looks exactly like what they portrayed in the anime. The animation's so crisp, it's so nice.
Yeah.
I really did love A Place Further Than the Universe,
Yeah.
and maybe it's because I watched this so recently that it's not like sitting in my mind yet as to how much I really loved it, but I really, really did love it. I did give it a 10.
Yeah, of course. The laptop scene is the most beautiful scene of like any anime because it's a girl coming to terms with like her own like grief.
Yeah.
Like, this is my life. I've done this. I have to move forward.
Yeah, exactly.
And she does with typical Japanese girls cutting their hair.
yeah, exactly.
But that was
or
one
typical
time
girls in general cutting their hair.
I was okay with that one. It felt earned.
That one felt okay.
And I just love the atmosphere of being in like Antarctica and like it's very beautifully done. The animation's perfect. The intro song, the opening's fantastic as well.
Yes, it is.
The girls are all right. Love that song.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just emitted a lot of emotion and it was a cathartic experience.
Yep.
And I thought it was great.
So before I get to my number 1, I did want to bring up some honorable mentions that we hadn't gone through yet.
I forgot mine.
Yeah. Do you have yours written down?
Yeah, I got 2 more.
Okay, so let's hear them.
Baccano.
Yeah. Baccano is on my honorable mentions list.
Hilarious. Really
It's
well done.
weird because it's... I don't know why it didn't make either one of our lists realistically because we really both enjoyed it.
It's up there. It's just...
It's just I felt like it lacked sustainable story. I guess it had a proper ending, but there wasn't. I would say enough meat in between. It was kind of just like stories of everybody everywhere. Same way the Durarara is, right? So. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what it was for me. But like the OP's great.
I just feel like I preferred more anime
Isaac
over
and Miria are amazing. Like
I just feel like Baccano's in a fantastic anime, but I just preferred other ones over it.
Yeah,
that's
for
pretty
sure.
much it.
And what was your other one?
My other one was Black Lagoon.
Okay.
Which is very violent, very fun.
Yeah.
It's a great anime, excellent animation.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
That one out.
I have 3 more. So, Baccano was one of them. Obviously, Hunter I added just during this video. I also have Violet Evergarden. I think that Violet was really well done. That episode 10, dude.
Yeah, that was almost my saddest moment.
Yeah, that was holy crap. That one killed me. Just the animation was super solid. It was one of the most beautiful shows of the year, and Violet was a very interesting character.
Yeah.
I think I had her down as a like best designed character at some point.
She's really well done
because she looks like a normal girl, and then
she just
you
looks
see
like
her hands.
Yeah, Saber.
Right. Well, I mean, like the metal hands,
Yeah.
right? Just like you're not expecting that.
Full Metal Saber.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you. Violet Evergarden's good, but I felt it was boring at some points.
Yeah, I agree.
It was a little too somber for my
yeah,
taste.
which is why I had it in honorable mentions. It was probably the lowest of all of them. Angel Beats for me. I did watch in 2018. I did originally have it on my top 10 list, and some things moved it out. But thinking about it, like I need to rewatch it because there's a lot of things that. First of all, it's extremely funny. It's super. There's so many hilarious moments, and I think that you need to watch it just for them. But like this, the purpose of the anime, the story, and the way that it ends, I feel like I'd have a better understanding if I rewatched it. And I keep thinking back on it, and I'm like, damn, Angel Beats was actually pretty good. So that made my list. And then the final one is one that just finished airing, which is Bunny Girl Senpai. I don't know why you don't have it anywhere. I don't know why you don't like it. I do.
No, I like it. I just don't think it's very groundbreaking or anything.
No, it's not groundbreaking, but what I liked that it did is that it took like Monogatari's base and it built on it, and it's got really solid protagonists. Like the main character the two main characters. I feel their interactions, the way that they behave with each other, it's very interesting, and it's not like much that I've seen.
Yeah.
So
it's complete opposite in my opinion.
Really? Why?
I find them vomit-inducing.
Why?
I hate watching them interact.
Why?
It feels so forced, and they're trying to be Aragi-kun and Sanjuhara. They're trying to be that so bad. They have like.
But I feel like if you never watched Monogatari, you wouldn't think
it's
that.
Just that's my fault for watching Monogatari first.
Well, no,
but
it's not. But I don't look at it that way. I don't look at it like they're the same anime.
It's just not. First of all, I don't like that cutesy like Scott Pilgrim, Nona Flowers type of relationship.
Okay, well that's you.
Bunning each other and.
I do. See, that's the thing. Is I do.
Vomiting.
Well, it's a different opinion.
Geass is his best girl.
Anyway, I don't know. I liked it. But yeah, now moving on to my number one.
Yeah.
Arguably the most, one of the biggest surprises for both of us, I would say, this year. Definitely, it was on Jake's list, and you guys know what it is.
Yeah, Ghost Stories.
Yeah, totally Ghost Stories. No, it's Food Wars. Shokugeki no Soma really did take me for a wild ride, and I wasn't expecting what it was gonna bring to the table, no pun intended.
Yeah.
It was something else. Tim's laughing in the back. The first episode, I was like, this sucks.
Yeah, me too.
This is not that great.
I wasn't like, this sucks. I was just like,
it's whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, second episode, I'm like, okay.
This is getting good.
This looks okay. And then by episode, I think once he has his food war with Meat.
Yeah, I was in.
Done.
Oh yeah, me too.
This is my new favorite anime.
Yeah. Same.
And I had it in my mind that it was probably going to be my favorite anime of the year, like 100%. And I've shown it to a couple of people, and they've all loved it. So, if you haven't watched Food Wars, go watch Food Wars.
Yeah,
if you have watched Food Wars, we want to hear what you have to say about it.
Yeah, so go to our discussion videos.
Yes, exactly. Or comment here.
Yeah.
Because it's just a sick anime. And I cannot stress enough how much I am looking forward to season 4/5/whatever 4.5. It's
oh my god,
it's eating away at me.
I can't wait.
Yeah, seriously, it's.
I just remembered where we were.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like we need the next season.
We need it.
You can hear it by the tone in our voices that we absolutely love.
The urgency.
Yeah, this anime was
neediness.
Yeah, this anime was fantastic, and I can't get enough of it, and I need more in my life. But yeah, that's it for our top 10 anime that we watched in 2018. The thing is, what's going to happen in 2019 is that we're going to have a lot more of a shallow pool to work with.
I'm watching Naruto.
Yeah,
so
okay.
6 months of my life is just going to be Naruto.
Yeah, exactly. Not only that, but the fact that
I'm going to save you all some trouble. My 2019 favorite anime is probably going to be Naruto.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that we've already gone through a lot of like top rated anime at this point, and we don't have a lot left to work with. So unless we are blown away by new things coming out,
I looked at the new selection. Winter doesn't look that great.
Winter doesn't look good. Spring does.
Yeah. Okay.
Spring really does. Yeah. Don't worry about it. There's a lot of things that are like coming back. 2018 was honestly like
a really good year.
Was really good for reviving anime.
Yeah. Like
Steins Gate Zero, the Certain series. Like there's so many things that came out this year that nobody was expecting. And the
Fully Cooley.
Yeah. Exactly. Fully Cooley progressive and alternative. But 2019. We're just going to have to see what this year brings us, honestly, because we don't know. And that's for one. And secondly, like I mentioned, we have a lot more of a shallow pool to work with.
Start watching Naruto, man.
Yeah, maybe I'll get through it too, you know? Who knows? But I think what we're going to do for the 2019 list is that we're not going to limit ourselves to things that we necessarily started in the year, like in 2019, like if it's a continuation of something, like for example, My Hero Academia Season 3, right?
Yeah.
I didn't put it on my top 10 list because it's a continuation of something that I started in 2017.
Nah, I wouldn't mind.
If there's a season of something that we're currently watching that updates, ReZero, Food Wars, whatever it is, if it's worth putting on the list, I would say we put it on the list.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Well, I thought I was going to do that for this list.
Okay.
I thought My Hero Academia Season 3 could have been on your list. I wouldn't mind.
No, that's it. I completely shut it out, you know. But if it's a continuing season of something that has aired in an earlier year that we were watching, then by all means we're gonna probably put it on the list because we're gonna have a lot less to work with. So that's what's gonna happen for the next list. But anyway, that's a year away. We shouldn't be talking about that right now.
We might be dead.
Yeah, exactly. Anything could happen. Hopefully not, but yeah, we had a lot of fun with these two lists.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was really
It's tough, but
ranking.
it's fun.
When you've watched so much, and you watched way more than I did.
Yeah.
Like your list is at what, 300 and something?
306 or something.
Yeah, and mine's like at 217. So you passed me by leaps and bounds. I don't know how.
I watched a lot of movies.
Okay, that's fair. But regardless, like we both watched a lot of stuff this year, and even in 2017.
Yeah.
But
we'll just get more and more.
yeah, exactly.
Or maybe we'll hate anime in 2 weeks.
Yeah, who knows? Anything can change, but definitely be looking out for more reviews because there are some series that we need to touch upon.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna do a silent voice because I think we talked about it enough across these two videos.
We'll see.
But yeah, exactly. We'll see. I think a Code Geass discussion though.
Yeah, that's
has to happen, and I think I need to rewatch it, and we need to talk about the series as a whole, including the films, including season 3 possibly happening soon. That's a thing, but anyway, that and more content definitely to come, guys. Keep watching us.
Yeah.
So make sure to subscribe.
Be sure to tell us what your top 10 animes you watched in 2018.
Yeah.
It could be either just anime from 2018 or just any anime.
Yeah, if you want to do continuations, like we said, but mainly we want it to be something that you watched in 2018.
Yeah.
Don't make it something that you watched in 2016.
Yeah, don't be Tim.
If possible. But if you don't have enough of an anime repertoire and you still watch us and you just want to put your top 10 anime of all time, go for it. You know, the comment section's free, free speech to all, and yeah, like I said, make sure to subscribe. Keep keeping up with the content. Make sure to check out the Instagram page, as well as the Discord server. Make sure to hop in there so that you guys can ask us anything anytime. And that's gonna be it for us. These have been quite interesting videos.
It's been fun.
Yep. All right. Well, catch you guys later.
Ciao, 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 ciao.